What up, y'all? Welcome back to another Stereo Vision interview, man. We got a special treat for y'all today. One of the best up-and-coming artists in the game right now is in the building. Sosocamo, how you doing, my boy?
What's good, nigga?
Man, I appreciate you taking the time for the interview, bro.
For sure, bro. You know that.
I've been a fan for a minute now. We talked about it a little bit before. I gotta start off saying, shout out North Carolina, man. I know you from there. Not too many artists come out of there, though. How has North Carolina influenced your music, and just what was it like coming up there?
You know, growing up in North Carolina, I was definitely a fan of Future, Thugger, and Gunna. So, like, you know, listening to them throughout my childhood, you feel me? Shit got me lit, bro.
Yeah.
Shit definitely inspired me to goddamn, you know, try shit and make my own music, you feel me? I'm definitely the next biggest artist out of North Carolina.
You know what I'm saying? It's really interesting because when I first typed into your music, the first thing that struck me was like, okay, I feel like there's a little bit of an Atlanta influence here. And then I also see that you talk about like big country a lot, all of that stuff. Why do you feel like it's so important to kind of rep where you come from like that?
Shoot, I mean, I think it's just important to be yourself and just goddamn feel comfortable in your own skin for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
That's
you know, I think it's important to stay true to your roots, you feel me?
100%, 100%. I think as people start to like stray away from where they come from and get the influences of so many other people, you kind of lose what makes you special. You lose that thing that gets people originally like gravitating towards your music. How did you get into creating originally?
So, you know, my dad is actually a producer and shit.
Fine.
On God, so, you know, that nigga used to like goddamn make beats and like send it off to TV shows and like get sync placements and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I used to grow up goddamn listening and just watching him make music. My older brother made music too, so it was a musical household, you know what I'm saying? It was inevitable for me.
So your family was always supportive of like your dreams of wanting to do this?
Hell yeah, definitely. Once I started taking it serious, you know, it was a little rocky in the household because like my parents ain't really see music as like a legitimate goddamn like business for real.
Exactly.
But you know, I got through them. You feel me?
You proved it wrong. You proved it wrong.
They came around. You know.
They seen the stream numbers. They was like, okay, I think you can make a career out of this.
You feel me?
That's funny because also like when you have family that understands what you do, I feel like they could be a little bit more critical of it. So like, were you kind of hesitant to show them the music because you're like, damn, I don't want them to rip this apart?
Hell yeah. My mom is like very religious too. Like my parents are very religious, so you know, sometimes my music don't always be goddamn super positive and shit. You know, niggas is not role models all the time. But you know, that's another reason why I wasn't really like keen to show them my music and shit. But they came around though, and you know, my music bring people joy at the end of the day, so I'm doing good for the world.
People always tell you got a very like calm demeanor about you. Very, very chill. Have you always kind of been that way?
Hell no, I really be a crackhead behind closed doors.
You gotta play it cool behind the shade though, you know what I mean?
No, I mean, shit, I just feel good right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, but yeah, I just be keeping shit Pete, bro, you know.
Fine,
hey, you chill too though.
I try to be, you know what I mean? I try to be. I be tripping a little bit sometimes nah. It's dope, that's dope. So early on in your music career, who are some of the people that like really, really influence you? It could be from the city or like even outside. I know you was talking about some of the Atlanta dudes.
Who really influenced me? It's been a lot of artists. You know, I've always fucked with Tekka.
Yeah.
Goddamn, Psy Baby. Who else? There's a lot of niggas I don't fuck with. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I just be pulling inspiration from everywhere. And honestly, it don't even goddamn be hip hop all the time. Like, it be country, pop, fucking blues, jazz.
So you know what I gotta ask you now?
You know what I'm saying?
What's an unexpected song that people wouldn't like assume you'd have in your playlist? Something like off the wall.
Panic at the Disco.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I know a little bit. I'm not like all that's the lead singer of that Brandon Urie, right? That's the lead singer of that. Yep. See, you know, I know a little bit about that shit. You know, that's fine.
Shit. I gotta be honest.
Nah, you gotta have the versatility. I'm really big on that because I feel like in hip hop, like if you pigeonhole yourself to just listen to that rapidy rap shit, you're not even gonna know how to appeal to different groups of people. You know, like if you at the rap show, I'm sure you see it all the time with this underground show. Shout out to everyone who be attending, but it'd be a lot of sweaty white boy 14-year-olds. You know what I mean?
Hey, they be going hard though.
Exactly,
Hey, shout out Ian, shout out
exactly. Tight. But you gotta have the music and the sounds that appeal to everybody. You know, I'm sure you want to bring the ladies out, all of that type of stuff. You know,
Thanks.
I definitely get that from your music too.
I appreciate that, bro.
Five.
Okay.
So then, as you kind of going forward in your career, building this up, figuring out what you want to do, what was a moment when you were like, I'm not really sure if this going to work out, and how did you get through that?
I mean, the shit won't always goddamn, yeah, let's make music. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes that shit was really hard. You feel me? Like, but, you know, I just kept trying for real.
Exactly.
That's all you can do.
And I think what's interesting about talking to artists that are kind of like, I feel like you're at that point where you just kind of started to break through and people are really starting to know your name. You're starting to get more of the resources and things like that. But when you're just starting out, you're not going to have the best studio in the world. You're not going to have the best mixer in the world, but you got to make it look that way.
Facts.
So was it kind of hard for you to do that kind of fake it till you make it thing, or did you have a team around you or a support system that kind of made it easier to do those things?
Well, that's the thing. Like, for me, I started making music at first just because I love to make music.
Yeah.
So goddamn, I would track myself, I would engineer myself, I would stay up on YouTube for like all night just trying to like figure out how to do that shit because it was fun, you know what I'm saying? When I first started out making music, I wasn't like, I'm finna be the biggest artist in the world. Like,
Exactly.
it wasn't even on that. It was just some fun shit. So I didn't really have a team around me at first. It was just a little nigga trying to go crazy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Now, one of the standouts for me too, as I listen to your music, is the production. And I did notice that you've had a lot of consistency with your producer. I talk about how that's been really beneficial to your music and your growth as an artist. Like, do you see a lot of value in having consistency on that side of things?
Definitely. My girlfriend, who's also my executive producer, she's been helping me a lot. You feel me? Like, without her, you know, the project wouldn't have been as cohesive. You know, we definitely play off each other throughout the music making process, and yeah, she's been a really big help to me, bro. I feel like that's one of the big reasons why this shit be put together well. You feel me?
Honestly, because I think a lot of aspiring artists and young artists aren't able to establish a sound for themselves because I feel like when you're building up your audience, you kind of want them to know this is the world that I live in. You want to bring them into that, and when you're able to create that sonically, it makes it easier for them, and I think you did that really, really well off the jump from your career.
I appreciate that, bro. And you know, it's only the beginning too, bro. You know, that shit's still gonna develop. It's still gonna change over time. But you know, that means a lot though, bro, because we really do be putting effort into that shit. So.
No, I see it. For sure. We got the new project, No Service, out now in your phones. Go tap in with that for surely.
Tap in, fuck nigga.
Now, as you're putting this project together and making everything, what was the most difficult part of it, and what was the part you enjoyed the most?
I'd say the difficult part about making this album was just kind of staying focused while I dropped out of school.
Okay.
Yeah, like I dropped out of school as soon as I really started like focusing on the album. So it was just weird at the house, you feel me? It was weird at my mom's crib at the time, trying to balance school and like my music. You know, that was the hardest part about everything. But the most satisfying part was just being able to travel the world with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Travel the world, make music, meet new people. It was a little scary at first, but you know, it was cool, bro. It was cool to finally like come out my shell for real.
Awesome. You know, at Stereo Vision, we support all college dropouts. You know what I'm saying? If you want to chase your dreams, do that shit.
Fuck school. Unless you STEM. Stay in school if you STEM.
Type.
Yeah.
Nah, but I think it is, what it is as a bigger picture, looking at all that is taking that risk.
Facts.
And kind of jumping off the porch and really committing to what you want to do and saying, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to do what it takes. I'm going to bet on myself. Was that a conversation that you really had to have with yourself and your people to be like, I want to do this? Or was it just kind of like, you knew that you was going to do something like that and it was just waiting until the right time?
Ever since I was a little nigga, I always told myself, like, I'd rather try and make no money at all than to never try.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I mean, I had to risk it, bro. Like, I got to take the risk.
Exactly.
That's just me, though. You know what I'm saying? But
Nah, take that risk. I think everyone needs to do that, but like do it in your own way. And like a big thing with me too is like calculated risk. So it's like you can't just like jump off the porch and say I'm gonna do this and have no plan. It's like if I'm gonna go and
That's what I did.
you ain't had, but you was making music. You can't say you ain't had no plan. You had 2 albums out when you did that, damn it, bro.
Chill. Okay, I had a plan. I had a team.
He knew exactly what he was doing, bro.
I ain't jump off the porch for real.
Nah, that's fire though that it was able to work out. Your family was able to kind of surround you and like really support that once they figured out what you was doing too.
Yeah.
Now, when you was coming up, besides music, what was you into?
I was really just a normal kid, bro. Like, you know, I go and hoop with my friends, go to the park, smoke hella gas and shit.
Yeah.
You know, go to school, go to class, fall asleep in class, do the homework though.
Yeah.
You know, I was just a regular ass kid, bro, hanging out with my girl. You know, I would just make music on the side, you know. I treated music as a hobby, but, you know, I took posting on TikTok and Instagram serious, but like, you know, I was just a kid, bro.
Hold on. Now, you just gave people a gem that I feel like they not going to pay attention to. You took posting on TikTok and Instagram seriously. Can you talk a little bit about, like, why you saw importance in that and kind of how you were able to understand how that would really change your career trajectory?
I just knew that I was broke as hell.
Yeah. And they was paying a little bit.
I was broke as hell. And goddamn TikTok will pay you a little bit. That creator fund low key bustle, you know, when you broke and shit. But on some real shit though, like on a serious note, if you don't post, you know, niggas not gonna see you.
Exactly.
Straight up. So
exactly. I think like it's really cool. And I think our age group especially came up when like the mysterious thing was really dope and seen as like the way to do things and kind of create that aura shit that they need to be talking about now. But you have to do the things like actually let your fans see you. Actually sit down and talk with people for interviews because like, yeah, you may expose a little bit of yourself, but it also allows your fan base to understand you more and understand why they like you. It's like, oh, he dresses like that, now I want to dress like that. He talks like that, now I want to talk like that. It contextualizes the music more.
Facts. Man, at first I ain't have none of that shit figured out. Like I was just throwing shit at the wall for real. At one point I was going to Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, getting up on the counters, playing my music and just throwing money and recording that shit. Then there was other times, goddamn, I'll go to the mall and I'll do interviews and like be like, hey, is my music fire, you know, in front of people, you feel me? Like I was just throwing shit at the wall. Like I ain't know nothing about fashion and I ain't know nothing about posting. Like niggas was corny. But, you know, luckily, that's the thing. Like when you try, bro, like people will see that you're trying and they'll come and help you, bro. So.
Exactly. Now, I'm not gonna lie though, if I was getting my spicy McDouble or whatever and a nigga on the counter throwing money, that's kind of crazy, bro. That's kind of crazy, bro. Throwing the bread in the Chick-fil-A is hilarious. I need to see that video.
I'm not gonna lie, it's low-key on my phone. I got you after this.
I need to see that shit for surely. You said you hooped a little bit. I feel like a really big turning point in your career was the Jared McCain Cosign.
Hell yeah.
Talk about how that happened and kind of like what y'all's like relationship is now.
Oh, shit, bro. It was just surreal because like I posted Keep Steady on my TikTok. That shit went goddamn. Suddenly, like I'm waking up and just like hella notifications in my phone. People talking about, goddamn, Jared McCain posted you, bro. Jared McCain shouted you out. I'm like, oh shit, nigga, what? You feel me? I DM this nigga. I'm like, yo, he hit me back. He followed me. I'm like, damn, that's lit, bro. You feel me? Especially because I used to watch your shit when I was younger. Like
no cap, bro. No cap. Bro,
you know what I mean?
Really a killer, too. Like, valid hooper. Because when he was pushing your shit, too, the nigga was low-key going crazy rookie year, bro. Like, it was the perfect timing of everything. That's really, really crazy. Now, you also...
By the way, before you move on, bro, Jared McCain, bro, nigga, if you watching this shit, I need a 1v1, bro. Oh, God. I know you tired of niggas asking you that shit, bro, but... I need it, bro.
I was dead about to say, because I know you said you used to hoop, so do you still get on the court a little bit?
Yeah, bro. You know, I just got a membership to Lifetime Fitness, so I've been pulling up, hooping, going crazy.
See, next time you out here, we'll have to run the ones, for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure, that. We can do that. What was that?
See, I don't know.
You that for real, but you know.
No. See, because every rapper like want to hoop for real. You know what I mean? I gotta see what the jumper talking about. I don't know if it's really like that right now.
Yeah, whatever you want, bro. 2 dribble pull up, goddamn tween, hezzy. You feel?
See, he be talking like I'm talking, but I know ain't none of them moves coming out on the court. I respect it though. We gonna see it though. We gonna see it though. I'm not gonna lie. We gonna see it. Now I gotta wait. Who your favorite player in the league?
Wemby. That nigga is just amazing.
So you cheating?
But I'm not cheating.
That nigga crazy,
I'm not cheating,
bro.
but I fuck with Jared McCain.
Why do you think that "Keep Steady" was the song that really changed a lot of shit for you? Because I go back in the catalog, it's not like you hadn't been dropping heat before, but there was just something about that really seemed to resonate people.
I remember I made "Keep Steady" when I was like writing a lot more in my life, like when I was like documenting my life and shit. You feel me? Like I think like when you be writing and shit, you just become more aware. And it's like when you aware of shit, you just make better music.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And that shit is like, it's really aspirational a little bit, you know? Like, I think that even if you're going through some shit, even if you're not where you want to be, just keep steady, stay focused, you know what I mean? All that stuff is like, it's uplifting a little bit while still being a vibe, you know?
Hell yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't like no too motivational ass nigga, you feel me? Like don't goddamn preach to me all the time, nigga, every time I see you. But at the same time, you know, keep that shit pedo.
He said, I'm trying to be a motivational speaker in my raps, but you know, we gonna keep it positive sometimes. I'll be saying it and they be in my head, I'm like, I can't, if you sound too happy in your raps, it be throwing me off.
Facts.
Like if you sound way too excited to rap, I don't know if I could rock with you.
Cause it's not real, like nigga, we know you're not that happy.
We know you're not that happy, bro. Like rapping can't be like, you can't be that excited to get these bars off right now.
Oh God, that's what I'm saying, nigga, like, shut your ass up.
I can't name names, but yeah, I be feeling that sometimes. I be turning that shit off with a quickness. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's
no cap though.
Are you the type to write your music or you punch in?
I do a little bit of both, bro. You know, I prefer punching in for sure, but writing is cool sometimes. Like when I need to take my time and shit. Yeah. Sometimes I be punching in and this shit just don't be going.
I was gonna say like you have to have the ability to do both. Like I've been in the studio with dudes who only know how to punch, and it's like after about 2 hours of like it not working, they just give up down there. It's like, bro, that's where you got to pull out the notes at. Really think about what you're trying to say. Especially you don't want to waste a fire beat. That should be having me tweaked out. It's like you can't just give up on this because the punch not hitting in that day. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
That's a gem. That's a gem. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
I needed to hear that. No cap.
See, you know what I mean? That's what we give y'all here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, shit.
Now you out in LA.
Niggas being motivational.
A little, not too motivational, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It was a perfect balance. It was a good balance.
Now you out in LA, not just vibing. You here for a show. Talk about live performance. Do you enjoy it a lot? Are you still early in it, figuring it out? How you feel about it?
It's super early in this shit. I'm not gonna lie, cause like it's still new to me and everything. You know, I'm still figuring things out. But at the same time, for the times I've been performing on stage, like I feel comfortable. Like I feel good up there. So
I feel like it's really, really important, bro. I'm sure you've seen it. Like a lot of rappers, I feel like be bullshitting on stage. Love niggas, you know what I mean? That's great headphone music, but it's not everyone gives you the energy when they perform. You know, they're just gonna walk up there, sing the songs or whatever. I feel like your music and the moments that you're gonna curate with the fans, you know, I'm getting the energy like you're gonna deliver that type of performance that's really gonna have people talking for sure.
Oh God, that's the plan.
Do you have like a dream stage, or you want to do like the Coachellas of the world, that type of thing?
Definitely, you know, I'm trying to go to Rolling Loud, India, Rolling Loud everywhere, honestly.
Rolling Loud go to India?
This year, yeah, it's first time.
Oh shit, okay.
Oh God.
Damn, Rolling Loud. They really outside like that. I didn't even know for real.
Yeah. But, you know, everywhere, bro. Coachella, Clout Festival, bro, everything, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to travel the world.
You have a song you're most excited to perform?
Keep Steady.
Of course. Of course.
There's a lot of songs I'm excited to perform, bro. Yeah. That's what I love about the album, bro. It's like I feel like there's so many. My favorite song changes like every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about what does No Service mean to you as well?
No Service is like, it's a homage to North Carolina, bro. You know, me growing up in the sticks, not having no service, being out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But still kind of like finding a way to like make do with what I have. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting to me too, because do you feel like I'm assuming like when you say you had no service, like you couldn't be on like the internet like crazy all the time, right?
You know, like being out in the middle of nowhere, I had internet. That shit went fast though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I had internet, but I feel like I was just kind of disconnected from like most people in city life. You feel me?
Yeah, because I was gonna say, do you think that allowed you to kind of create this vision for yourself, be a little bit more creative, be a little bit more imaginative, because you weren't having like, I feel like when you're on your phone, you have so many people's opinions coming at you all the time that it's damn near impossible to come up with your own. But when you can disconnect from that shit, it allows you to figure out what you actually like, what you vibe with. Did you get a little bit of that?
Oh God, most definitely. But you know, I also just like surrounding myself with good people.
Yeah.
You feel me? I feel like that's what really kind of helped me, made a breakthrough. Like,
Definitely.
my life, you feel me? So
Definitely.
type shit.
Shout out to your people, man. To keep your circle, I don't even want to say keep your circle small. Just make sure the people that are around you be solid. Yeah. That's super important for anyone coming up right now.
Shout out my girlfriend, Grado 3X, bro.
Yes.
Shout out my manager too. That nigga Heiko lit.
Facts. You know, shout out the team, bro.
Right.
Now, when the project dropped, Keep Steady Going Crazy, all that happening, did you have a bunch of people that you ain't talked to in a minute, like come out the woodworks and trying to hit you up?
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, definitely. Them niggas that wasn't fucking with him now, they was in his phone. I'm sure. Nigga had mad unsaved numbers in his text message. Who's this? What is going on here?
Hey, you know, I fuck with y'all, but
you ain't getting that text back.
Too late.
Yeah. Nah. What's been the biggest change since all this stuff has kind of taken off?
Shit. That money, nigga.
Yeah. Now, I see the Gucci. I see the Gucci frames.
You feel me? But the money and just like the use of my time for sure. Like on a serious note, like I just don't really have it. I don't really be having that much time for bullshit for real.
Definitely.
So
definitely. Damn. So like when you say that you have less time, are you more like precious and selective with those moments when you can kind of detach from all of this shit and like can go back to being like normal you?
Shit, I mean, I just like investing my time in like shit that give me a return on my investment. You feel me? Like, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I still be blowing that gas, nigga.
That's never a bad thing though. Sometimes that's inspiration, really.
Yeah.
Fine.
But like, I'm just a normal. Like, I'm a normal nigga. You feel me? Like I be taking care of my body. I be in the studio. I be rapping. I be performing. And I go home and I chill with my girl. You know what I mean?
Fine. The simple life, man. You don't need too much of this shit, really.
Oh God, bro.
I think.
You feel me?
The last question is, if you could give one piece of advice to any aspiring artist right now, just starting out, what would it be?
You're not crazy. You just gotta keep trying. And it's gonna happen slower for some people and it's gonna happen faster for others. But like, focus on you, my nigga.
Run your race, man. Run your race. Sosocamo, man, one of the best artists out right now. Make sure you tap in with his IG. Got links down below in the description, man. Appreciate y'all watching. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Catch y'all next one, man. Peace.